Look at me. I'm all fancy. We're driving to school this morning, and Tessa goes, Dad, why are you all fancy? And I'm thinking, good God, like me just putting on a dress shirt. My daughter's like, what's going on, Dad? This is weird. So Glenn Sanford once said, Hank, what got us to 1,000 agents won't get us to 10,000 agents, and what got us to 10,000 won't get us to 100,000. So you're going to see some changes at Hank. I am no longer going to be dropping as many F-bombs. And that's intentional. If you've read the book Expert Secrets, when I entered into the coaching world, I had to figure out how to stand out in a crowded industry where there was a lot of noise going on. And I also know that just my language in and of itself would turn some people off. Sarah and I have won the game with RevShare in the stocks. We've won the game. We have enough money coming in passive income where it's no longer about us. It's about having the impact on others. So you're going to see a more defined Hank. I made it the whole day without dropping an F-bomb. I did say the S word once or twice, but hey, we're not perfect. So you might be saying, well, Hank, you're changing. No, I'm not. I'm not changing. What I'm doing is I'm adapting. And if I'm going to be serving more people, then, and it's no longer about me. And John Maxwell says this about leadership: as you go up, you give up. And whether I like it or not, I don't have a title at EXP. However, I am a leader. So you're going to see me start showing up as more of a leader. Probably be kinder, probably won't be as rough, probably won't be as aggressive, a little bit more patient, and that's intentional. See, Sarah and I are going to go from 650 people in our RevShare line to 1,250. And what that means is I've got to help people get what they want. And what that means is I don't have the luxury or ability of turning people off just because Hank's being a bull in a china shop. So I'm showing my moves as we go. And you know, sometimes I'll hear this, well, Hank, you've changed. No, I haven't changed. I understand what it takes to get to the next pillar post. Oh, you're like being this person and being that person. No, I'm not. I can adapt, and I'm going to adapt. And I want all of you guys to see my play right now is, again, back to our great leader, Glenn. He said, Hank, what got us to 1,000 agents won't get us to 10,000. And I believe I'm no different. So what got me to 500 agents won't get me to 1,000. What got us to 1,000 won't get us to 2,000. So you don't have enough ego around this where I'm not willing to admit that when you're in phase one, you can act differently than when you're in phase three. So I'm going on this live because I want to tell you today was one of the most positive, high energy days. My first call was at 6 a.m. With part of my group in Australia. Every hour on the hour, we ended up flexing to every hour. And my energy is through the roof. And what that tells me is this pivot's going to be the right pivot. It doesn't mean that it hasn't been without some collateral damage. So if you're one of the haters, because typically what I find is whenever I pivot, I get a third of the people that are excited, a third of the people that are indifferent, and a third of the people that are like, Hank, no, we were in relationship because we like that, Hank, and we don't want you changing. When you grow, you change. So here's my proclamation. I'm all in. EXP in the next 12 to 18 months will go to 100,000 agents, and I'm going to be a big part of that. I'm going to show up as leader. I'm going to show up and I'm going to do my part. My personal RevShare organization, red light, when we look at the book Lean Startup, will be 750. Yellow light will be 996. That's been my goal is once I get to 996, I truly believe that we have freedom. And then 1250 is our green light. I believe, based on my math, I've been spending 3 to 5 hours a week on EXP. Now that I'm looking to spend more like 30 to 40 hours a week on EXP, I believe that we'll blow that green light out of the water, which means that we've been able to have a big impact on people. Here's what I'm asking. If you're watching this and you've been on the sidelines, your timing is perfect. Meaning I'm less than a week into this and I'm super freaking pumped. So if you jump on board with me right now, there's a better chance that you're going to benefit from all the goodness that's happening. 4 years ago on today, I said, hey, I'm pretty good at spotting opportunities. Could this time be like that time? I truly believe that we're getting to 100,000. And for those of you that are haters, put it on here. Hank, we don't believe you. We don't think you can do it. Like, my actions will speak louder than my words. And that's one thing I pride myself in is my resume doesn't speak as loud as my actions. So if you want to be in business with me and you haven't been talking to somebody else about EXP, do me a favor, reach out to me. And if you have been talking about somebody else with me, give them a jingle. Let them know that you want to do a 3-way call with Hank. I'll help you make the decision to join through them because I still think that we can do this the respectful way, the way with integrity. And I'll help them. Even if you're not in my RevShare line, you've got somebody watching this, and they say, hey, Hank said he'd have a call with us. Let's do it. Like, That's what I love about this company is I'm rewarded by stock by helping you grow. Like it's the most brilliant model I've ever seen in my life. So I'm going to do 96 three-way calls between now and the end of the year. If you're a new agent, I just had 2 of those this week. I suck at it. I'm still working at reworking my brain, and I'm getting more and more evidence that we do have new agents that have capped and iconed in the second year. So my limiting belief was that we aren't great with new agents. I'm finding differently. And here's why. I'm not stuck in what I know. I'm willing to look at things differently. So if you're with EXP and you have negative energy around something, here's what I want you to do. Are you willing to look at it differently? Are you willing to go find evidence that makes you look at it differently? Because if you had crappy energy around something at EXP, it's probably holding you back. Last year, I was a little bit frustrated. I only recruited 4 people in my first line. This year, I've done I think 7 or 8 in the last 90 days. Why? Energy. And if you can't tell that my energy is on fire, I'm not sure what you're watching, and we're having fun. So if you're interested, reach out to me. If you're not, that's okay. If you're not prepared for a bunch of EXP stuff, you can unfollow me for a while. That's cool. Or you can unfriend me. Honey, I'm probably going to need some more collared shirts. I kind of like the way that Hank looks. And maybe if we can get a toupee or something, maybe I'll end up taking the hat off even. Who knows? Goodbye.